Hey everyone, Dethal here. I'm back with another edition in The Legend of Dragoon. Last time we left off, we had just finished the Strongest Man tournament and found out that King Albert was kidnapped and is being held in Hellena prison. We're going to go through Hellena, rescue King Albert, and destroy that place. Ooh, and this thing is super annoying. There are a slew of enemies in the game that no matter what you do 1 damage to them, and they usually have somewhere between 3 and like 6 or 7 life. This one in particular does an instant death and then runs away. There are tricks to kill them in 1 hit. They are considered boss enemies for the purposes of total vanishing though. So if you use a total vanishing, which would kill any non-boss enemy, it does nothing. And we're going to heal Dart up just to be safe. And into Hellena we go. Merchant just crossed into Hellena, and Levitz just goes charging in by himself. And we now have a way in. And as you can see, Frugal is just going to kill King Albert, as soon as the sun rises. In this part, you are not allowed to use, or to not use Levitz. And Dart, same thing, the entire game, you're just not allowed to not use them, unfortunately. So we're going to stick with Shanna for now. Because she was missing for a few levels, a few levels, she's a little bit behind, and we're going to get her some experience. And coming in here this time, we will have a senior warden in every pack of enemies. Oh, the rare miss. And I'm going to go ahead and just use Levitz's Dragoon, so we can then fill it back up. Leveling up Dragoon, your Dragoon form is a task, and the quickest way to do it, just use it whenever it's available, unless you're having a boss come up soon, in which case it is best to hold off onto it. Hold off of using it words. once again, Shanna does not take damage well at all, so I will be guarding quite a bit with her. And actually, after this, I'm going to see if I can't even switch out someone for gear to give her a little bit more defense. I don't know what she's using at the moment. I will say this time though, the senior wardens don't use their stupid hellfire every time you kill them, so you don't take nearly as much overall damage from them. And we're gonna make sure Shanna has a Night Crest on. And we'll never build to the top floor alive, supposedly. And that'll be wrong. Very wrong. Armed. Paris, Night Shield. She does have a Night Shield, that is good. And everything else looks just fine. Oh, did I give this cape better than... Might have missed on giving her a cape, but whatever. And this time, we actually aren't going to go the way we went last time. And we've got our merchant friend here. We're gonna buy some stuff from him. I guess more sell some stuff. Okay, that's good. Oh, I do want to get another healing potion from him. Okay, I've got a few items for Shanna. Healing potion. Oh, Midnight Terror, that's the thing that frightens people. Ooh, Thunderbolt. I'll take one of those for Shanna too. That's helpful enough on boss enemies. And we're also going to save here while we have the chance. And I want to check Rose's... Oh, Dart doesn't have any MP. I should fix that. Rose is able to go into Dragon Form immediately. Good. They're going to go ahead and use the Sun Rhapsody as well. Restore Dart's MP, and then I'm going to buy a couple more while I'm here. Get back here, Merchant. Pretty cool if they gave the Merchant a name, since you do talk to him a little bit. And we'll get 3 of them just to have them, and off we go. And we're going to kill this guy. Mostly because I want to get Shanna some experience, and this is actually a great place to do it in. And we're going to kill the regular warden first this time, since we don't have the aid of Dragoon form to just destroy the other dude. Although Dart probably could do that anyways. And he's going to use a burnout on Dart, which is not going to do a whole lot, because it's a fire limit on Dart. And Shanna is already starting to get low, because they keep targeting her, which is really annoying. But I can use her Dragon form here shortly, which will speed things up greatly on this healing process. Shanna's Dragoon form is primarily healing based. She is the white dragon and is essentially like the equivalent of a white mage out of Final Fantasy when in dragon form. And she does her little Sailor Moon transformation. And time to heal some people. Well, I guess at this point I can only heal one person. I am going to use that on Dart because it would take a little bit longer to heal him up. And also because I want him attacking. And there we go. Ooh, Shanna's gonna get real low. I may actually need to use a healing potion on her. I'm gonna try and guard her back up, but not 100% sure if that'll be effective enough. As much damage they're dealing to her. Oh. Or this guy will just die. I guess that works. And we've got a long way to go for Shanna to level up. 400 something experience, it looks like. Alright, and in here, I don't think it matters if we go up here or not. No, it doesn't. And up with this we go. Previously, the first time we were here, if you went over here, there would not be anything here. There'd just be a sign saying elevator out of order, and we couldn't go this way. And we are going to get off here. There is a slew of items here we can get, including one on that whatever hand thing there. Alright, so our first item is some leather armor, which is like the first armor Dart gets, and I don't know why they gave it to us here. I'm guessing it was some sort of design oversight, since this was originally supposed to be... This was originally the first area we went into. But, down here we go. And over here first through this door. And now we can grab this for a felt hat. And honestly, yeah, Shan already has that. Was that better than the cape? No, that is not better than the cape. So I'm gonna give that to Rose and give Shanna the cape. And now we can go through and grab some item that we couldn't previously through a walkway that was in plain sight before, but that you just can't get to. And it just takes us all across this, which the man in black was on previously. And here we get to pick up a therapy ring, which is one of the sweetest items in the game. I absolutely love the thing. I'm going to give it to Levitz for now. It recovers just 10% of your HP per turn. It is fantastic, especially towards the end of the game when you don't need additional damage. It's just free healing. And when you're doing that and guarding, you're recovering just like 20% HP per turn and just taking 50% less damage. It just makes it so quick to heal up. And also just for like grinding additions or levels, it just, you don't ever need healing potions. It's fantastic. You do get several of them throughout the course of the game too, which just makes it even better. Up here we go. I don't remember where this takes us. Ah, takes us here. So we do have to get that first. This elevator is not ever going to come back down because we're going to jump down this little rope thing. Grab this, a silver embroidered vest for Shanna. I don't remember if Rose, can Rose use that or not? I don't think so. Oh, she can. Basically just give Shanna as much gear to protect herself as possible. But yeah, once you take that down, you cannot get back up. That is unfortunate. If you miss that, you are SOL. And next we're going to go up here and grab this. This is the Pandemonium. Similar to the Magic Signet Stone, this is a reusable battle item. I don't remember what this one does though. We'll find out in the next battle. But that is all the items that are in this part. So we are going to go upstairs. And we're in the room that Frugal kills people from by knocking them off or throwing them off of this massive healing potion. I'm actually that gives me an extra one, so I'm just going to use that on Shanna. Give her a little bit of health to survive what could be an attack before she gets a chance to move. And we're into the room that was previously blocked off and is again blocked off, but this time we're surrounded. And we are just feed down a trapdoor because we stupidly stood on a grate. And if you could hear that in the background, there is a minor noise. I am debating switching out Shanna here. She is a little bit low level. That could be a problem. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use Rose for this. There is a boss battle upcoming, and I'd rather just not have her have to deal with Shanna's ability to take damage right now. I would actually very much like to use Hastrel, but he doesn't have a Dragoon Spirit yet, so that does pose a little bit of a problem. So for the meantime, I'm just going to use Rose. Addition-wise, Dart is almost done with Volcano. I'm probably going to use Volcano through the entirety of this, rather than switch over to Burning Rush, just because of its power. Spinning Cane is fine, hers is fine. Astral doesn't matter at the moment. So yeah, we're good to go. There is a draft there. And we might be able to find a way out there. But first, we have an unwelcome guest. I'm assuming that is what we're supposed to be feed for. Whether or not we're actually going to be feed, though, is a different question. This is Django. If we put him to sleep, he is very easy to beat, but we're not going to do that for the singular reason of we want to save every satchel we get. And there is a place further in the game that we can just farm up satchels, but they're a little bit of low drop rates, and I don't want to try and farm them. Alright, here goes Dart.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Django is very weak to magic, so we will pretty much just be using that in Dragon form. I do actually really wish Levitz was Dragon level 2 for this. And there you can see the therapy ring in action. That is very welcome healing. Over the course of a battle, especially for characters faster than Levitz, it does amount to a pretty significant amount of healing. Ugh, that hurts. That might kill Rose. No, just knock her very low. Rose is up. Wow, I actually have to use the healing breeze here. Because he is just not playing nice at all. Okay, good. Dart is up. We're using special. Rose, for the record, I didn't switch the cape back to her, but she has a Knight Crest, and I guess I didn't give her the Silver Vest either. So she doesn't have the best defensive gear on right now, but she is just getting beat like a truck. She does not have good defenses early game, or even really that great late game. Flame shot. Really, for this entire encounter, Rose is probably just going to be guarding or healing outside of this. Might even be the same for Levitz. This is one of the harder encounters in the game, in my opinion, just because this guy hits like a freight train full of full of tornadoes, which are in turn full of other smaller freight trains. Even in Dragoon form, he does not play nice. But he's very weak to magic, so hopefully. Realistically as well, if I'd been using Rose a little bit more, she would probably be Dragoon level 2 here. And that would be incredibly helpful. And there we go, some very much needed healing for her, and not as much for Levitz, but still very much needed healing. Her next turn is just going to be spent guarding. And she's still just going to get rocked by that. Dart is up again. Flame shot again. This should take him below half, I really hope. I almost wish I had some spirit potions here too. Those would be extremely handy. Just have him spam those on Dart after he gets into Dragoon form. Just spam Flame Shot. Spirit potions are actually a legit way to go through parts of this game, but I'm trying not to make it too easy. Alright, well, we're going to demonstrate his Wing Blast, which I think I demonstrated at one point before, but I don't remember, so here we go again. Wing Blaster! I'm not 100% sure if this will actually be stronger than his Dragoon edition, but I don't want to deal with the Dragoon edition. So, yeah. And Rose is going to guard before she dies. He is just singling out Rose. Okay, so we get the animation and it misses. That is actually hilarious. And time for Dart to... That's not as much damage as I thought it was going to be. That's... I do actually need you to use a healing potion. Rose. We'll do wish he was attacking here rather than... Yeah, I'm just gonna guard with Rose still. Until she goes around without getting hit. It's probably best just guard with her at the moment. Alright, so Django is officially below half. As long as Rose, yeah. So okay, so Rose is up next. I'm going to use one of these items on her. I think the... Oh, so Magic Signet Stone, it stops an enemy from moving. Pandemonium forces it to attack a specific character every round. I'm going to set it to attack Dart since he is the tankiest and hardest. Actually, I probably should have set it a little bit since he has that therapy ring on. Oh well. They're just tankier and higher level right now, so that's fine. And it's just gonna do this again. Okay. If you can't tell, I really hate that attack. It just does way more damage than it should. And I'm actually gonna never just use, what is the best thing to use? Probably Pellet. Oh, it's still, that's more damage than her ouch physical attack would do, so it is worth using them. With Dart, oh god, that's a dead rose, I think. Almost. Very close to. Apparently, me using that thing to make it attack Dart just means it's just going to attack everyone. I am being forced to have him heal here. Oh, that's not fun. I think the best way is just have the other two characters be healers and Dart here just be our damager, and since he can get into Dragoon form and do that stuff. I can't even afford to heal with Rose right now because she's going to take too much damage. It's going to do that to Dart. He's going to be annoyed by it. Okay, so Django's almost dead. We're going to continue attacking with Dart. If he dies, I can always just use prayer on him. Levitz can take a couple hits, so I am going to have him heal Dart. And Rose, once again, is just going to defend because she takes so much freaking damage from this guy. Everyone really takes a lot of damage from this guy. Actually, we're going to use Dragoon form again just to try and speed this way up. And you will note I was halfway through a Dragoon through the SP gauge there. Going into Dragoon form before you have it at max will put it down to the current level that it is at and get rid of any extra SP that you've accumulated. So if you're at where Dart is Dragoon level 2 now, and let's say he was at 140 SP out of the 200 total, it just gets rid of the other however much he has. And Rose is high enough health, I'm just going to attack with her, try and get this guy dead. Oh, he's going to confuse Levitz, great. Levitz is going to try and run away from a boss fight, so that's not going to happen. But that's fine. That just means it wasted his turn without actually doing anything. Which is good for me, instead of him attacking another character. I do feel a need. I need to get rid of that. Confusion is Mind Purifier. And there we go. Levitz is up again, and please finish this thing off. There we go. Okay. That is probably the hardest boss on this disc. The final boss for Chapter 1. Could rival it, but... Oh, hey, so you give the devil. There's Rose's Dragoon level 2. Shanna did not level up there, which is not great. I was really hoping she would, but she would not have fared very well on that boss, so I just declined to use her at all for it. And with the monster destroyed, it does knock over the wall for us to get out, rather than us having to try and move those boulders. As for where it is now, who knows? Don't care. It's dead. And Shanna is sad that Lovitz and Dart understand each other so well, rather than her and Dart not really understanding each other that well at the moment, because they've been apart from each other for 5 years before. They came back and Shanna was kidnapped and a war happened. Alright, so now that is over. I'm going to take Rose out of the... do I want to take her out? Yeah, I'll take her out for now. I will have to get her SP up a little bit here shortly, but I'll do that. Let's just, yeah, he's fine. But for this portion, I do want to get Shanna at least one level. Ideally, by the end of Hellena, she should be level 11. Still behind everyone else, but enough that we can still just use her. She's high enough I can attack. And Lovitz, he can attack since he's just going to get healed every time he comes up, which is very handy. And Dart's going to kill this thing. Oh, that reminds me, I need to switch Dart's. I do need to switch his addition to Burning Rush, but I also don't want to do it in here because it is at such a low level. And just because the rest of his stuff is just so much more powerful right now with the Volcano. And we got a Morningstar. And Shanna's level. Morningstar is not something that any of our characters can use yet, because we have not gotten to the point where we get the character that uses it. So, we'll just save it for later. Dart's addition, I'm going to go ahead and just switch him over to Burning Rush for the time being. And then I will switch him back in a little while at a later point.
Burning Rush.
Oh, that actually did more damage than I thought it would. That's good. I might actually keep that then. I was expecting it to do a little bit less than it did. So yeah, that does damage on par with Lovitz's Spinning Cane. Ooh, Shanna is a healer. I'm going to take advantage of that. Have her heal Dart to full. Shanna's Moonlight is just a full heal for anyone that is alive. If someone is dead, she does revive them at 50% health with it, so it is very powerful for healing a single person. We'll go and use Levitz's edition as well. Dragoon edition. And it will die. And Levitz is gonna do his pose in Dragoon form. Levitz is actually getting close to a level. That's nice. Shanna could use another one though. Is Shanna, what level is she? She is level 10, everyone else is 12 to 13. Okay, and now we come out of the stairs to the room we were trapped in. And the Hellena guards, frightened that we killed a monster that they weren't going to deal with, are going to stupidly attack us.
Burning rush. Burning rush. Burning rush.
Alright, we're going to take this opportunity to get Dart's MP back as well as Rose's. As well, I'm going to swap Shanna out for Rose. And in the next couple of battles, I will need to get Rose up to full SP, as well as keep everyone else healed. And here, we've got the next version of the Assassin Cox from earlier in the game. Dart, for the moment, is just going to defend, let everyone else get their SP, and I will have him heal if I need to.
Winning pain.
The chickens do fear at some point, and that can get rather annoying, so they are going to get taken out first. And if they would stop focusing Rose, that would be much appreciated. I only have 4 healing potions left. That is not a lot. And I don't think we see the merchant again anytime soon.
Whip smack.
Okay, so Lovitz is also full on SP, so I will have him defend for the moment.
Whip smack.
And just let Rose get her SP up. And this battle should be enough for Rose to get her SP maxed. So I will have to heal her up after that. And they are just going for her. I might have to just heal her in general.
Whip smack.
In fact, I probably will have to with her with oh my god. If they could not focus her, that would be great. Yeah, there's nothing they can do to kill her, so... Okay, she is full, health, or full SP, so I'm going to just not dart to kill that. And just have her guard for a while. I almost just want to have her guard until full. I suppose what I can do is use the Sigstone on the enemy. He won't be able to do anything for a few rounds. Heal Rose, and yeah, he's only got one attack left on him, so we will use the Sigstone, and then after that we'll use Pandemonium on Lovitz. So he's the only one that it attacks, and then Rose will be able to heal up, if we even need that much. We probably will. That's number 2. And number 3. Alright, so we're then going to use Pandemonium on Lovitz. The next 3 attacks will be directed towards him, and he'll just be able to shrug them off with his ring and with guarding. Alright, so that's number 1. As you can see, this is what I meant earlier by just being able to not need potions. You can just do this, and it does take a little bit more time, but that's number 2. Okay, he's just going to spam items. Lovely. but it is completely free healing. You don't have to worry about buying anything or anything like that. And number 3, another item in a row. That's really annoying, actually. Alright, Rose is at full health, so Dart's turn. He can just kill the warden. And here we are with the mysterious save point in a random room in the dungeon. We'll get some gold, a spear, and a broadsword. Those are all, again, the weapons we used at the very beginning of the game. Why they give them to us now, I don't know. But we'll not be using those. I don't think we actually need to change anything gear-wise. Power Wrist on Rose wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I would rather have her with the defense than anything. Everyone's fully healed. Addition-wise, I am going to go back to Volcano just for the damage on Dart. Everything else is fine. So we're going to save. And apologies again, this video is going to run a little bit long. This is a rather long area because it is multiple boss fights. And in here we go to fight Frugal. And Frugal really wants to kill Albert, but we arrive just in time to prevent it. And here is the second battle with Frugal. This one is a little bit different than the first. There's no wardens that come to his aid. Instead, he has 2 pets, Rodriguez and Gooftus, and they are a massive pain to deal with. Rodriguez does a lot of damage. Gooftus applies all sorts of status effects, including fear and confusion, so he has to get dealt with first. Otherwise, I meant to make a special there. Otherwise, this battle gets extremely difficult. Frugal hasn't really learned anything new from before. Still does pretty much the same thing, just... Oh, I can use Rose's special, that'll be fine. Dart is a little bit more damage-oriented than Rose, but Rose... in her special, she'll do just fine damage, so will Dart, and we'll get the benefit of a little bit more damage from her, which equates to more healing from her Astral Drain. And hers is all purpley and dark. We're going to Astral Drain Gooftus, get healing on her because she got wrecked by the stupid bird.
Rodriguez! Attack!
And in special, we take very much less damage, which is very good for us. And we're going to Flame Shot Gooftus. Frugal does command the bird and dog at points, and that is when they deal a lot more than normal. Outside of that, they do have just their normal attacks, which don't hurt nearly as bad. And this should kill. Oh, and we got a perfect. The dog. Awesome. I am usually pretty bad at getting perfect, so I'm happy to get that. As you can see, at the end of the perfect, we get the nice explosion, and the dog is dead very quickly, which is good. Now we can focus on the bird, and then we'll eventually just have Frugal, and that'll be a lot easier. I almost don't want to... So both of her things do the same amount of damage. They're both 25%. Not of the mom's health, but just power-wise. That's how they decided to measure damage in this game. The first one, it heals, so it is a little bit lower damage than some stuff. This one, since it's AoE, it is also just, it's the same amount of damage, but there's no healing. It does have the added effect of being able to insta-kill non-boss mobs, but I don't think we'll get that since this is a boss. It is not a... I don't believe it's a guaranteed insta-kill, but it has a chance at the very least. Oh, and Frugal also does use a power-up at some point. So that's lovely. And we are now out of special. That was Rose's second. Oh, he's just going to do that twice in a row. Okay. Well, at least one's on his own target. That's not a big deal. He's in Dragoon form, so he won't take much. And hopefully this takes Rodriguez below half. Rose is up again. Yeah, so Rodriguez is below half now. I don't really need any healing. I am debating using an item though. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and use this thing called Downburst. It is more powerful than a normal item, and it does hit everything, but it comes with the side effect of also not having to spam X if it's not a multiplier damage item. It is just straight, this is what you get. I actually did more to Frugal than to the bird. And again, they're just going to focus the crap out of Rose, which is getting really old. And bird is dead. Really, if you don't kill the bird and dog, if you don't kill the dog quickly, that's what makes this battle hard. But outside of that, it's much easier than the. Oh, he's gonna throw a boulder. Boulders hurt. It is much easier than the whatever monster we fought before. And Frugal being the fattest asshole the world has ever seen. Of course, doesn't take a whole lot of physical damage.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Even Dart's Edition is doing like half what it would normally do. And once again, Rose is not faring well because she does not take physical damage very well. I'm realizing again I also forgot to give her the items that Shanna had, but we'll live. Oh, he had power-up on still. That's why we weren't doing a whole lot. Okay, so his power-up's off now. So now we're doing regular damage. That helps a lot. No wonder he's doing so much. His output was seeming more than normal, and I've forgotten to use that. But yeah, without that, he is a lot easier to kill. And deals a lot less damage. And Rose still needs to guard.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
And we're gonna do it and use another Dragoon edition here. And I messed that one up. It's still gonna do plenty of damage, but I don't know what it is about them. I have a much harder time with them than I do regular editions. And just to be safe, we're gonna heal with Rose.
Yes. Go.
And I'm gonna mess up Dart's Edition. Because why not? And well, that's gonna be that. And since we're in King Albert, Levitz does go in for the final blow on Frugal. And now for a bunch of RP. Man in the Hood shows up and takes something from... takes a moon... whatever a moon gem is from Albert. Out of his back, apparently. And Levitz goes to try and stop him. The Man in Black is a man of many mysteries, and stabs Levitz through the chest with a sword. And lo and behold, the Man in Black is Lloyd. And whoa, a lot happened there. The man in black was revealed to be Lloyd, and Levitz was killed. And Levitz's dying wish entrusted his Dragoon spirit to King Albert. And Dart, knowing a place they can stay for a little bit in the town of Neat, tries to not let Albert do anything with him being king, but Albert wants to so he can help deal with the pain of loss. And Lloyd had a weapon called the Dragon Buster. It is a weapon that was made back in the Dragoon campaign, or the Dragon campaign, that was specifically meant to kill Dragoons and dragons. And Albert decides to tell us about the moon gem that was taken from him. In the Dragon campaign, Winglies had 3 sacred objects. They handed them down. Once they were defeated, they were placed one in each country so that in order to hide them, and that way no one country could do without either taking over the other 2, or could obtain their power without taking over the other 2, or them all agreeing to use them. And in Serdio, they would seal it inside the body of the king at the time, and that was taken out of Albert's body by Lloyd. And with the 5 of us being pretty much the last remaining forces for Bales, Indel's Castle, and Serdio, we are now off to avenge Levitz and end the war by invading the Black Castle. And Albert does join us, so we do get to use him. I'm going to swap him out. He actually came at a lower level than I remembered. He takes place of Lloyd, or of Levitz, and to Black Castle we go. And Lloyd is, of course, in cahoots with Emperor Dole. So we do get Albert here. He is similar to Levitz and uses the same weapon. Levitz taught him how to fight and all. He is a little bit faster than Levitz, not by much. And he has about the same defenses. But that is where I'm going to save. That was all of Hellena Prison. That was a very long dungeon, so I'm going to end it here. Sorry for this video being so long, but that is just unfortunately the nature of Hellena. We will pick it up next time, going through Kazis and the Black Castle, where Emperor Dole resides. I will most likely split that one up into 2 videos, otherwise that one could be bordering on almost 2 hours long. That is one of the longer places in the game. So we'll pick it up there next time. Until then, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It does help me out greatly. And until next time.